Blame Truth here, and Call of Duty might just be the most uncool thing there is in 2025. It seems like everyone from hardcore fans to casual fans to people that used to be fans that were thinking maybe this year will be different. It seems like everyone is just against this game, and the only people still defending it are gigantic losers. If you get offended by that, then I'm sorry, but you might want to take a look in the mirror, because that's just what I am seeing as someone who's spectating everything. I have some very interesting news to share with you guys, though, and this is going to be kind of like a sequel to my last video where I covered the comments and the botting on the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, because I got a lot I want to get off my chest. So the first thing I want to cover here is kind of addressing the massive amounts of dislikes on the Call of Duty trailer we covered in the previous video. Now, I was a little shocked because every single comment was pretty much negative. I mean, I'm not exaggerating there. I'm not like pulling negative comments out of a hat just to show you guys I'm not being biased. I just scrolled through the comment section and I found either negativity galore out the ass, like every single comment was negative, or they were a bot. And I'm not talking like one of those sex bots that I get in my comment section. We know what those are for. We know what those bots are trying to do, right? Because they got some big titty broad trying to get you to click some link and then they're going to steal your info, right? But the bots I was showing on the trailer for Call of Duty seemed to be paid bots just to farm engagement. It was very, very odd. It's obvious to anyone that they were actually paying for engagement with bot accounts, much like other YouTubers do on this platform. I've never seen those bots on my channels because I don't do that. I just see the sex bots, you know. Regardless, the dislikes were pretty high, but not high enough to match the negativity I saw in the comment section, and that weirded me out a little bit until I saw this comment on my video right here, and it all started to make sense. The extension you use to bring back the dislike numbers gets the numbers by scraping what it can find / people with the same extensions disliking the video. It doesn't have the actual numbers, but it makes an okay estimate, but this could mean that the dislikes could be more. And I checked this, and he is absolutely right. I checked after finding this out. They are most likely much higher. How did I check this? Well, I checked the extension and I ran it by my own content where I can view the actual likes and dislikes in my dashboard. And what I found is quite shocking. I mean, we're talking a pretty big discrepancy here. Check this out. When I used the browser extension to check the dislikes on my last video, there are 86 according to the extension. 6.9k likes, obviously that's accurate, but it says there's 86 dislikes. When I go to my YouTube studio and fact check that number, it's more than double that. It's 198 dislikes. That's clearly more than double. And this isn't an isolated incident. I checked multiple videos of mine just trying to see if I could find any sort of pattern. And it appears it's either double or more the amount of actual dislikes that the extension is reporting, which is shocking. So if we go to the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer and we do the math, I mean, this is like updated as of, I'm recording this video on the night of June 12th EST. So these numbers may vary slightly by the time you're watching this, but let's find the actual dislikes as of now. Take a look at this. We are at 123,000 likes. Who knows how legit that is, compared to 70k dislikes. But again, that's with the extension. Going by what we know, what I know, at least from my own testing here, that very well could be around double. So we could actually have more dislikes than likes on the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer, which would make way more sense when we compare it to the negativity in the comments section itself. I mean, if you guys missed my last video and you just want to see that I am not exaggerating in the slightest, I mean, we had minutes of me just scrolling through the comments section. It is nothing but people shitting on the fucking trailer every chance they get, man. But as always, Call of Duty and Activision will conveniently ignore all of these comments, telling them exactly what people want, what people don't want, etc. And that is a great segue into today's video sponsor. Do you know what else has been conveniently ignored? The mind-blowing power of lion's mane mushroom. Nature's brain fertilizer. It helps regrow damaged neurons, sharpen focus, and fight back against the mental decay no one wants to talk about. And my long-running sponsor, Black Forest Supplements, of course, has the hookup. Now, before you roll your eyes like you just flipped through the heavily redacted Epstein files, this isn't some woo-woo nonsense. This is backed by Paul Stamets, one of the most respected mushroom researchers on Earth, and you can watch him break it all down on the Joe Rogan Experience.
There is a really wonderful, safe, and legal mushroom to use that leads to neurogenesis, and that's called lion's mane. Group of compounds called erinacines and hericenones, and these regenerate myelin on the axons of nerves. And so this is a mushroom. Kawagishi discovered this in 1994, a Japanese researcher, and he postulated it as a potential preventative or treatment for Alzheimer's, muscular dystrophy, etc. But
do you take it?
I take it every day. A smart mushroom. Now, the tragedy that we face, I believe, as a society, is we have people like yourself, people like me. We're all going to suffer through neuropathy. We have a lifetime of a body intellect of knowledge that we're going to start losing. So what is a loss to society of our elders forgetting, not remembering? So I think this is something that's really extraordinarily exciting. It's not patentable. The drug companies have no interest in this, but this is probably the #1 thing that people can do, in my mind, to not only preserve cognitive function, but to expand it.
That's right, lion's mane. But here is the terrifying truth. We're in the middle of a silent brain health crisis. Today, 1 in 2 adults are on track to lose their memory, their independence, and ultimately their identity, with Alzheimer's knocking at the door. What most people don't know is this decline is driven by 3 fixable things: not enough blood flow to the brain, dangerously low plasmalogen levels, and collapsing levels of NGF, or nerve growth factor. And this is where Black Forest's Brain Complex steps in. It's the first ever formula to go after all 3 of these things in one. And this is 100% stimulant free, no crashes, no jitters, none of that stuff, just clean, steady clarity. I've been using it daily, and I'll be honest, I don't feel wired. I feel locked in, clear, fast, like my brain finally has power again. And this is to bring you guys the best videos I possibly can. You guys need your brain firing at full capacity, so here's the deal. I worked out an exclusive offer with my guy at Black Forest Supplements to hook you up with an amazing 50% off launch day deal for the next 48 hours. But this stuff always sells out, so do not wait. Take advantage of this launch day deal, since they said it is never going to be this cheap ever again. Hit the link in the description and pinned comment to stock up before it's gone. All right, guys, welcome back to the main course here. Let's not conveniently ignore what's going on with Call of Duty, because I pretty much have proof that they have botted views on the Black Ops 7 trailer. At first, I kind of thought they were like, plugging this on Battle.net or whatever. But it turns out the video they're using on Battle.net to advertise Black Ops 7 is like this unlisted video, and it's separate from the actual full currently 39 million view trailer they uploaded the other day. And if you don't believe me, if you think I'm just saying that, the dog on COD or whatever, Get a load of this, because this might be the most damning evidence I have ever seen that they're flat out just botting this shit. I'm not talking like they're not putting this somewhere in advertising or whatever. They're not pushing it into the algorithm. They are straight up botting this. If anyone can explain this discrepancy, please be my guest, but just look at this. So the Black Ops 7 teaser trailer has 39 million views in just 4 days, which is weird because that's more than the Black Ops 6 like reveal trailer on the channel. I think they privated the old teaser, the Black Ops 6 teaser, so I can't compare it to that. The cheap fucks, the $1 trillion company, didn't have the rights to the song for more than a year that they used in the Black Ops 6 trailer, apparently. What the fuck are we even doing? Why am I even saying that? They're a $1 trillion company, but regardless. 39 million views, okay? 39 million views. And yet, the comments and the likes and dislikes just don't add up. Now, if we look at the likes and dislikes, again, the dislikes might be double. So, for all intents and purposes, let's assume they are around double. So 140K dislikes plus 123K likes equals engagement, about 263K ratings, okay? Let's look at the comments as well, because, again, this just doesn't make sense for a video this big. 28,136 comments. That's quite a bit, but this is just very strange when we compare it to the Modern Warfare 2019 trailer, which has similar views. I mean, it has 2 million more views, and yet the numbers are way different. The engagement is way fucking higher. Again, it just does not make sense. That video has over 700,000 ratings with engagement and over 66,000 comments. That is over double the amount of comments on the Black Ops 7 teaser. And I mean, most of those comments are dogging on the game. So it just does not make any sense whatsoever. I am sure that Modern Warfare 2019's trailer was promoted heavily in the algorithm and whatnot. But again, these numbers, this discrepancy, it makes no sense unless they are botting the fucking numbers. And considering I found bots farming engagement in the comment section, how many of those 28,000 comments on that video are even human beings? You know what I mean? How many of the likes on that video are even human beings? It is clear as day they are botting engagement on this trailer because no one is buying this shit. I have been covering Call of Duty for like 18 years or something on YouTube now. No shit. And I swear to you, I have never seen sentiment this low. Not even with Infinite Warfare. Because with Infinite Warfare, at the very least, they bundled in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare Remastered. That was their, ace in the hole there. I have never seen sentiment this low, this bad. And it's not just the Call of Duty community doing this. If you think it's just like an echo chamber of negativity within the community, no. Let me show you what Ninja and Courage had to say about Black Ops 7. Not that Courage, but the other one. Take a look at this.
I just gotta take this opportunity to shit on COD. Bro.
Oh.
I just have to. Dude, chat. And players that play Call of Duty, I truly need you guys to just know how scammed you guys are getting. You're just getting scammed. COD's late to everything. They're late to everything. In terms of like their updates, the things they add to their game, like they're just late. They're late to everything, bro. Here we are for the 1,000th time in Fortnite, it feels like, where they've just added a mechanic that just changes the game entirely. And meanwhile, COD is you're just playing the same game. Run and gun, get one gulag, and then stuff armor and slide cancel. Like, here we have another season where they've added mobility that has just completely changed the game, and then they've added something they've never been added again: a slow motion gun that only slow-mos you. and slows down time around you and no one else.
It is so elite.
Hey, but God, they added balloons for rotating. Halo was amazing. Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3, even Halo Reach. All incredible, phenomenal games. And each game had, what, 3 to 4 years before the next one came out? Right? And now, obviously, it's a former, it's a shell of its former self, for sure, in every way, shape, and form. I don't think the reason it's a shell of its former self is because of the 3-year delay between each new game, right? I truly just think that 343 Industries just continue to go down the wrong path and just make the game what it isn't, right? And Call of Duty basically feels like it pumps out the same game every year because it has multiple studios working on the next game.
Yeah.
So, like, my question is, I guess, or like my thought process is like, is Call of Duty is the reason that Call of Duty is like so relevant all the time is because it's always out every year with a quote unquote new game, or is that also what is eventually going to kill it because like that it just never actually changes and it's just like, you know what I mean?
I think the greater issue is that it's instead of it being a cohesive development effort between the studios, there's always been a feeling of competition, of they want to be marked as the best Call of Duty studio. So instead of each year feeling like it's supplemental and additional building on top of the already existing building block, Call of Duty each year feels like it resets to level 1. And then by the time the game gets polished in Q3 of the next year, the developers are already being pulled off and the cycle's already resetting. So, oh my God, you just get another 100 gifted.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, it's
wow.
a 50.
50 gifted comes through. Holy Zerk. So instead of everything being additive, where Fortnite just feels like over the years it continues to be additive, and even if something isn't hitting that well, for example, the parkour and the rolling this season, they realized, all right, you know what? The wall bouncing and this and that hasn't worked. They've just removed it. And they've just done things to make it additive over the years, where like a positive addition to Fortnite 4 years ago is still being felt today. Whereas a positive addition 4 years ago in Call of Duty has had to be re-added every year. It's such a toxic cycle. If you think about it, every year in Call of Duty, season 1.5 of the game or season 1, what do they re-add? Oh, gun game's been re-added again because it wasn't there at the start of the game. Oh, another zombies thing has been re-added. Oh, another rank play finally gets added because, and the ranked iteration might not be, it's always just adding things that get taken away, and then it's a marketing tool to be added back in, whereas instead in Fortnite it's only being added onto. I have things that I bought 8 years ago in Fortnite that I still can rock and use. Warzone 1 to Warzone 2, oh no, they got rid of all those things. They can't stop the bloat in their game of the loot pool and the weaponry because they sell bundles instead of assault rifle and SMG and shotgun skins because they want to min-max the amount of money they can sell for individual bundles versus overall weapon wraps. So in Fortnite, they can straight up vault weapons because you own the wrap for the entire class of the assault rifle, whereas in Call of Duty, they can't vault the M4. Because they sell individual bundles for the M4. It just gets me so tilted, bro. So they can't have certain guns be out of the meta and this and that, and then because of the weapon leveling system, they have to keep the weapon meta the same for a certain amount of months. So Billy on his 80-inch TV has time to catch up and then get the max level weapon. And yet I can't talk about Call of Duty, Tyler. Fuck you.
And maybe you're still not convinced if you heard it from these two huge streamers who either played COD before or dabbled in COD like Ninja did. Like, if that doesn't just say that people outside of the sphere are shitting on it too, I don't know what does. But maybe you're still not convinced, right? Maybe you think that these guys are just too hardcore. What do the casuals think? How do we even find the casuals that play Call of Duty? Are they real people at this point? They could be bots for all we know. Well, I decided to just try my best to find the actual casual opinion. And I actually found a Black Ops 7 thread on, believe it or not, a Kanye West subreddit. Like fans of Kanye West talking about Black Ops 7. So these guys have to be the most casual, right? Like they have to be the most casual Call of Duty players. Check this out, okay? Black Ops 7. What the fuck? 4 days ago. Please be peak, praying hands. I haven't felt the need to buy any of the recent COD games, not gonna lie. It's the definition of a casual. They don't buy the games every year, okay? I heard good things about BO6. From who? Surprisingly, but I'm afraid it's a little too late to get it at this point. We need round-based zombies, please. And the comments section is anything but positive. The top comment, no shit, is how many of these are they going to fucking make? I don't know, but get ready for Nuketown for the 59th time, buddy. They'll keep making half-assed horrible CODs as long as dumbasses keep buying them. And no, that's not my alt, by the way. I like Kanye's music. I'm going to leave it at that before, I don't want to get into his politics or whatever, but yeah. That is not my alt. That is not me, but it sounds like me, doesn't it? It's almost like everyone's kind of getting on board with what I'm saying. They make a killing, man. Why would they stop? He's got a point. I've never been hyped for a COD game since Modern Warfare, and I'm assuming that's MW 2019. The last one I purchased was MW2, the newer one. That campaign was good. Hey, it's a positive comment. The new MW2 is one of the worst shooters I've played. What else do I need to show you? Everyone and their mother is against Call of Duty in 2025. It's not cool anymore. It is for fucking losers. I'm going to end this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, do me a favor, subscribe. We're nearly to 500,000 subscribers. If you're a Call of Duty player and you're looking for a reason to quit, you hate the game, but you're kind of addicted, let this be your reason. If you are a Call of Duty player and you like the game, then by all means, don't listen to me. Just block my channel, But for everyone else who is just so fed up with this series, sick to death of this series, like the video, comment below, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know I'm not alone, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.